those. That's how we
Trigger the brother.
exchange thoughts
Me.
and
Hold
intellectualism
on.
and
Let her
all that.
respond.
So I'm really listening to you and
I wasn't even,
hearing it from
brother.
your.
Yeah, she's not. I'm not letting her respond. I just made the point to her that the brother was even triggered at what I'm saying. But there's no way around what I'm saying. I actually watched this unfold. I'm 57 years old. I watched from my era, we be married at an 85% rate before I watched feminism become the prevalent mindset of modern women in this country.
Oh,
I
can I say
watched
something
the
to that really
victimhood
quickly?
status get to an all-time high. And then I began to understand and get into the data and actually see what the reality is. And what happens is when we start to bring out data, y'all don't like data. You don't like to discuss it. You say it's wrong. You never actually indulge in it. But the majority of men don't have children. And if the majority of men don't have children, which is a fact, 54.45% of black men 15 to 55 have zero children, 36% of black men are married. All of the tropes about us being in prison are overstated. It's only 3%, which is 550,000 of the 20 million black men are in prison. But somehow that group of men, 74% of them have baby mamas and 44% of them have multiple baby mamas. So y'all picking dudes and you're extrapolating that out to everyone, and you're calling us white supremacists for calling it out.
He
No,
got he got
Alexander,
Kevin
I
said
would like to
otherwise.
answer some of
Can
your
I say
questions, but I'm
something
not
real
going
That's
to
a
cut anybody
quickly
difference.
off
about the
either.
20 million black people locked up? There is not.
That's not
There
what
is
I said. You
only
don't
Yeah,
even
he
listen
said
well.
five. He said 500,000. Like he
Yeah,
didn't
it's
say.
not
five
it's not
hundred
even it's,
thousand
it's
of
not
20
even that.
million is what I said, brother.
It's not even that. It's 60,000. It's 59,000. They literally publish this
No,
data
brother.
every year.
No, brother. It's
No,
not
no, no.
60,000.
I would disagree with that. Yeah.
I know what the
You
data
gotta
is.
real
I just gave
hold
you
on. You
the
gotta
data.
realize if
No,
you
I
do
was trying to answer
5,000,
some of his.
hold on. If you do 5,000 times each state, you probably got over a million right there.
No,
So
sir,
let's
sir,
be
sir,
real.
sir, 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 sir.
3%.
I'm being real, bro.
5,000 times 50 is not a million.
And your partners are
He
eyes,
said
and there's
I'm
500,000.
another
saying
3,000.
we
No, I understand it, but 5,000 people times 50 is not a
we
million.
Still
got
gay,
state
bro.
and
Still Daddy Trump
federal,
gay.
state and federal.
No, I'm telling you because every
It ain't no
year the
60,000
UCR,
people locked up
hey,
in general, bro.
they publish this data every year.
No
There
Man,
is
shit.
you're
I
not
just
gay.
gave
there
it to
is
you.
not that many black people locked
Oh,
up in
Jesus
prison.
Christ.
Loser. You're a fucking
Let
There's
me
faggot.
look it
not.
up.
Can I
Let me look
finish?
it up. Hold
What?
on.
Oh my
Hey,
God.
The sister
let the women
respond to me, please,
let the
brother.
women respond here. Let me see.
Yeah, go ahead, sis.
Ooh,
That was
why
just
my
crazy. Go
phone
ahead.
dead?
Yeah, I don't know where
My
that came
phone
from. And I
dead.
kind of got lost a little bit. I was trying to hear it, but
All right.
right now
I'm
some of what
sorry
you
for
were
the
saying.
ruckus, but I'm sure you remember most of what I said.
I'm gonna try, y'all. I'm gonna try.
All right.
You were saying something about what you saw during your lifetime of what I just can't do
I
it
made the point that
verbally.
85%, like when my era,
Yeah,
85% of the families, grew up married. And now
gotcha,
78% of our children are born out of wedlock to less than
gotcha,
18% of men.
gotcha. So to that, I will say you were saying something about feminism with that as well. What I always say to that about feminism, and feminism was used towards the black community to break us up as well. Yeah. So you were right about that in that regard. But I would say feminism would have never had a hold if black women had a say.
I
Feminism
don't
would have
agree.
never took a hold in our community if black women were being listened to. When black women saw that they could have a voice via feminism, they took it. Granted, it was used, but I would say if black women had a voice, feminism would have never took a hold in our community, and that's the truth.
Well, I hear you saying that. And the reason why I disagree in the black community, this is the reality. I don't know whether you know it or not. Y'all talk about patriarchy a lot, right? But the reality is the black community has always been a gynocracy. Even from slavery days, Big Mama ran the house. The gynocracy that was created, let's understand white supremacy and what it does. Regardless of what women think about it, white men understand what the danger is to white supremacy, and it's not black women, it's black men. So what they did was they gave power and authority over the black family to black women. And power does not cede itself, sister.
You really didn't
You
have a
like
choice,
let me
man.
just finish. Let me just finish. The power that you have, you revel in. You like the fact that you get to control the family, and that way you can actually manipulate men.
No.
In the annals of history, you have not seen this any place but this microcosm of black people in the Americas.
Okay. Can you list out some ways in which black women perpetuate white supremacy? Because I can't. I just want to give you a chance to do
Sure,
so.
I made the point earlier. Most of
Okay.
the bad stats that I ever heard about black people, I didn't hear from white men. I didn't hear from white women. I heard it from black men, black women. And then when I went back to actually look up the data and see, it just
Yeah.
kind of wasn't the picture that I was being painted of how horrible men are. I mean, it's just not what I found when I looked into the data.
One moment, Alexander. I'm gonna step away to get some water. I'm sorry. I
Yeah,
have
yeah,
allergies
okay,
really
sis.
bad.
Hey,
It's terrible.
like I said, I want to bring it back to the whole thing about 20 million black people or black men. Isn't the DOJ
You
releases?
want me to give you a stat again, brother?
It's 60,000. I'm gonna post it later, bro. It's not. It's not.
Okay, would
that
you like
many
me to give you
as
the
you said.
statistic?
Nah, hey, no. I just read it on BOP.gov. It's a government site. They literally post this stuff every year. It's not that many black men being locked up.
Tell
It's
me
not.
that
Never
how many
said 20
people are in
million.
prison? Period.
It's not even. It's not even a million.
So you're telling me 1.4? It was 2.1 million until they did
Bro,
all of these
if
releases.
you literally
Brother, let me finish
put
sentences,
into your
please.
Google search
Brother, can I
bar
finish
how many
sentences?
black men are in prison, it's gonna
Brother,
tell
can
you
I finish sentences? I
60,000.
just asked you a question, brother. And then I wanted to move on, and you started to overtalk the next sentence that I was making. I asked you how many people were in prison. You said it's not even a million. I said it was just 2.1 until they did all the releases after they relinquished the 20-to-1 status. And right now, there's about 1.4 million people in jail, and about 70% of them are blacks and Latinos.
Well, he
That's
right.
just a fact, brother.
Hold on. The BOP, it has Asians at 2,400, blacks at just under 60,000, and Native Americans it has like 45, and YT it has at 88, almost
We
89,000.
literally have
That's what I'm looking at on the BOP. But does that BOP intake federal and state prisons?
It ain't just that. It's not how many are in, how many have been will also add to that number. Like if you've been to prison and you're not in there now, you're not part of that number.
Well,
That's
this is not,
that's
no, hold on,
convicted
hold on,
felons,
hold
which
on,
is a
hold
different
on.
number.
No, this is current. This is current because it
You're
says
not listening to what she
statistic.
just said,
Hold
brother.
on. She said in the ones that been but are not in there. This I'm trying to give it to you. It says statistics are
I know what the
updated
numbers are,
weekly.
brother.
Hold on.
I'm sorry.
BOP.gov is the
Right.
site that
Listen,
he's reading on. I just read the whole shit.
I am reading it right now.
I just read the whole shit.
Hold on. I just read off every one
Man,
it is. Listen,
I've been reading it since I
you're
got up here.
right. Listen.
The fuck is y'all crying about, man?
Right. You won't even shut the hell up for a second.
Hey,
and let
because
me
it doesn't
agree with
need you to read the fucking regurgitate the same
damn,
fucking
bro, you ain't even trying to
information.
fucking listen,
This
bro.
is the
I
why
got
you
time for that
motherfuckers can't
dumbass
leave.
shit, bro.
You niggas
Let
want to
me-
get.
Hey, listen, one thing about it.
Thank
When
you.
I'm agreeing with your dumb ass, you shut the fuck up and let a nigga agree with you. Damn, you want to sit up here and be so goddamn fucking right. I'm sitting here fucking agreeing with you and telling them they're fucking wrong. I'm trying to read something off the goddamn BOP site, and your ass want to sit here and keep going on and on like a little fucking crybaby. Damn it. I'm agreeing. You're right. I said it was under, it's 59,537.
Brother,
He said
that's
we
in tens of
represent
thousands.
38.
You don't even understand how to read a chart.
Cool.
Nothing. I ain't even gonna do it with you, brother. You right, but you wrong as fuck.
What the fuck you
Okay.
gonna tell me I don't know how to read a chart?
Yeah, cause you don't understand that that's not. You got it, brother. I'm not even
How
about
the
to.
fuck? It's a number of
I know what it
inmates.
say. I know what it say.
Hold on. How the fuck you gonna tell me I can't read number of inmates? Are you fucking stupid? The shit
Can we see
says
the-
number of fucking inmates. I'm
Can we
sitting
see the
here reading
screen?
the
Yeah,
fucking
I
shit.
wish y'all would see the chart that he looking at and what he reading.
Hold
I
on.
wish y'all would.
Hold on. It's a race. And it has the list of
I'm looking at it too, brother.
Hold the fuck on. I'm talking now. I'm talking. It's a race. And then it has Asian, Black, Native American, white. Then it has number of inmates. It's all in columns. It has the number of inmates. Under Asian, it's a 2,428, and that's talking about the physical body. That, and then
Brother,
it has the
brother,
percentage. Hold
brother,
the
these
fuck
are federal
on.
prison
God
numbers,
damn,
brother.
bro.
Brother, these are federal prison
Mute
numbers.
up, mute up, mute up, mute up. Because you think I can't read a fucking chart. It has columns. It gives you the percentage of the population. You can add all those numbers up, a number of inmates, and they're going to tell you the total amount of inmates in prison. This on the BOP fucking website. Are y'all not fucking like, y'all act like somebody can't look at a fucking chart and read it? That's why I don't like doing statistics on my fucking live, because all these dumbass motherfuckers want to be these motherfucking statistic majors, and they can't even fucking read a goddamn chart. The chart is fucking what it is. It's simple as fuck, and you motherfuckers can't read it your goddamn self, but always want to tell somebody they can't fucking read it. This is the fucking chart right here. This is the fucking chart. How the fuck I can't read that shit?
Lord, pay attention to the
How the
road,
fuck you can't
Lord.
read that little basic ass shit? That's a fucking chart. This is the fucking
Okay, we
chart.
see it, Corey.
Calm
Get back to the
down,
road.
Corey.
Get back
Calm
to the
down,
road.
But
trucker.
the shit, and you see what
Ease
the
up,
shit
ease
is.
up.
That's why I say I was trying to read the fucking date to get a other
Okay.
dude credit for what the fuck
We just
he
want you to
read.
be safe.
Because-
That's all.
No, I'm safe. Listen, ain't nobody on the road with me right now.
Hey,
The
hey,
whole
yo,
thing,
hey,
the whole thing about it is this chart is right there in my damn face, and I'm trying to tell people. I'm giving other buddies that gave the right number. I'm trying to give him his
Retarded.
credit because it said it last updated on the 21st. Every Saturday it updates. So they doing it week by week. So if you get out of prison, you won't be on that goddamn list no more. The number will change. So every Saturday you go look at that shit, and it should give you a different number. And people been released during the week. How the fuck you gonna tell me I can't read a fucking simple basic ass chart?
So
I
is
know how
the
to
chart
do
for federal
percentages and
and
all.
state? I think that's what you were
Yes.
saying. That's
No,
federal
it's
and
it's
state.
for everybody locked up.
Gotcha.
Right.
Everybody, state and federal. I've been
I
saying
was
this
just trying
shit.
to respond to
And I
Alexander
was
before I
giving you
went
your
off.
credit, but you couldn't hush for a
Man,
second.
because I'm not doing it for credit. I'm tired of hearing people fucking lie for these bullshit ass fucking propagandas and TikTok fucking pennies. I didn't do it for no motherfucking credit. I don't give a fuck about your
Calm
validation, nigga.
down. All of that extra stuff.
I don't need to hear none of that bullshit you talking about either. Just tell the motherfucking
But
truth.
one thing, hold on. One thing you gonna do is you gonna let me speak on my motherfucking live.
Man, it
You
is
can't
no
stop me from
motherfucking
saying
lie,
what the
but you
fuck I
don't need
wanna
to.
say.
You don't need to blah, blah, and all that bullshit you talking when I'm
No,
telling the
I'm telling you to
motherfucker.
shut the hell up. Look, I'm gonna show you the easy way to
I
do
will
this shit.
listen.
That's the easy way to do it. I can shut your ass up just like that and tell you all the fuck that. You gotta be here. Shit, we trying to have a conversation. You were right, and the nigga telling you right. I'm trying to stop Alex from fucking going on where he going at with it, because he's
That's that
saying
ego,
this
that's that
goddamn
pride.
almost what?
And that's
It's
why
almost 3 times that amount. But you won't shut the hell up
we
and just gloated like, yeah, I'm gonna let you get at Alex ass for where he fucking wrong. But you couldn't even let me correct Alex so you can get at him right. That's the problem. Niggas want to be in their motherfucking feelings. I'm trying. Alex still going on with the dumb shit, and he know he fucking wrong. Talking about I can't read a chart. Now you add 3 times the amount. Yeah, cause 6,000 you add 3, that's 18. You over shit. That's 200,000
Hey,
plus, like
yo,
you said.
trucker.
You said,
Yo, truck. Can I say something to you, truck? Can I say something real quick, if you don't mind, bro?
may I speak after,
Go ahead.
please? Then
No,
I'm
you
going
can
to
speak
bed.
first. You can speak
Go
first,
ahead,
bro.
y'all.
No,
go
go
ahead.
ahead, Brick. It's okay.
I just want to say, man, when we was talking about earlier about us being united and shit, half of that shit is, half of our problem is what we just went through just now. We don't communicate. We don't communicate well with each other. We get too emotional. We gotta learn to. We gotta master that about ourselves. We gotta recognize that we're valued to each other, and what we say to each other matters. We can't just be so frivolous with our words.
Right. And
And then when we see people that are frivolous with their words, we should nip that shit in the bud from the door. You know what I mean? Not even entertain it past go.
Right.
And I'm gonna leave it at that.
that was not.
But
That's good
that's
that
why
you
I was
spotted
trying to
that,
stop. I was trying to stop it though. That's why I went and looked it up my damn self to stop it. Okay, one was right, one is wrong. It should end right here. And I'm trying to get the stats. And Alex want to be on the bullshit, and he want to be like, oh, nobody can invalidate me. Okay, guess what? I ain't got to invalidate you. Go.
But it's not about proving right. The statistics I think he was trying to say was that was just federal numbers, right? There's obviously more than 60,000 people in prison in this country, right? I think that's kind of where he was going with it. So the number that you're reporting is not complete. So I think that's kind of where he was going. But going back to what Brooks, I think that was just nuts. Like, I don't think we need to address each other. We're having a conversation about Black people, and Black people to me are the best. So I think we should talk to each other with respect and love, not whatever
Mr.
that
Corey,
was.
can I just what Alexander was saying before I had left, and then I'm gonna get out for the night if that's okay.
You've been saying that.
I know. The conversation be good. It'd be hard to find conversations with people like this out here in the real world. They dumb, y'all. It's hard. Oh Lord, they stupid.
You're stupid on here too.
Well, yeah, you're right, but man, yeah, they listen on here a little bit, but out here in the real world, it's just like they just staring at you like they don't understand nothing you're saying. I be like, Lord help me. Not stupid. I guess ignorant will be the word, because stupid is willful ignorance, and ignorance is ignorance. You just don't know.
I'll start smoking this shit.
Alexander was saying something about how Black women are like white supremacists within the community, and I said, can you list some ways? And then it kind of cut out after that. I have this thing that has been going on in my mind. I'm 36. It's been going on in my mind because I notice patterns a lot. I'm not sure if anybody else does, but I notice it. I notice patterns within our community, and I was like, damn, that's the same shit that white people be doing to us. I noticed it a while back. So what I did is I went to ChatGPT to just kind of get my thoughts together. I said, list out ways in which white supremacy, does to the Black, what it does to the Black community. And when it did that, I went and I wrote my own version of it, and I was trying to list some out if that's okay. Just a few, not because it is a lot of them, if I could. And if that makes sense, too. So it listed out slaves. And I said, okay, I see the way it's written out. And I said, okay, Black men want to keep Black women in servitude and submission, the same way white people want to keep Black people in submission. And I said Jim Crow laws. And it's just me making my own list. Y'all can understand. It's just personal opinion.
Black men want to do what?
Yes, Black men want to keep it, like it referenced slavery, basically, as the list of
What did you say?
white supremacy does to our community.
What?
Hold on.
sorry.
Let her read what she gotta read, and then you can speak to her.
She kind of
Yeah,
like
I am too, Maximilian, but
on
it's
Chat
the truth.
GPT. Then she put it in her own words, so that's like
Yeah, like it's just like a template, basically, to just
So
kind of
when
get my
I
thoughts
asked
together
what
because it
did
was a
she
lot.
say about Black men, I still didn't
Yes.
get the answer.
So
Hold on.
ways
If
in
you
which,
let her get it out, then we can figure out what she's talking
yeah,
about.
and then I
Because
could go
can't
on because I know
understand what
y'all
she's
trying
trying
to
to
talk.
go at with it either. If you cutting off, let her
I
finish.
I
ain't got to.
appreciate it.
Oh, she said something. I asked her what she said, but she
Oh,
can't
I
even
was
what
trying to repeat it over.
she said.
So, ways in which white supremacy is reflected in the Black community, the way the Black men perpetuate it. They do the same thing, but white men do to us, they do it to the women in the community. Slavery, Black men want to keep Black women in servitude and submissive. Jim Crow laws, Black men live by male codes and rules with other Black men to keep women pitted against each other. Example, fat women, skinny women, light-skinned women, dark women, poor women, rich women, young and old. We fight amongst each other. That way we won't see them as the oppressor within our communities. I'm just summarizing at this point. And then, let's see. What to do? I wrote a lot, y'all. Shout, it's a lot. I'm going to put, I'm summarizing because it's a lot. I'm going to just use one more, and then I'm done. And I can send somebody this list too. I wrote it out on my phone. So
What group of Black men do this though? That's what I want to know. What demographic of Black men do this? Yeah, I need to
I'm going
know.
to
I need to know.
put, damn, I wrote a lot. Oh, Lord.
Because I don't think that applies to all
meant
demographics
I'm going to
of Black
put,
Black men in history. I thought that.
Come on, now, y'all can't cut her off because that's part of slavery and making her submissive.
Psychological. I'm sorry.
Oh,
you were
shit.
talking. Psychological oppression, hypersexualization of black women, calling women, what do they call them? This is a lot. Calling them bitter, mentally unstable, ghetto. This is like the psychological aspect of what white people do to us, calling us, lazy, blah, 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 the same shit. Black men didn't turn around and do it to women and call them bitter, mentally unstable, ghetto, ratchet, single. They have colorism. They police us. And when I say policing about that, I mean like how the police do black men when they profile y'all and stuff like that. Y'all do that to black women, and then y'all blame them for whatever happens to them because of it. The same way the police does to y'all do it to us, and then y'all
Black
think
men throw black women in jail.
no policing, no, not in jail. How police treat y'all. Racial
We treat
profile.
black women
You
like
get what I'm
that.
saying?
She talking about the profile.
Now,
She talking about the profiling and looking at a woman based off shape, color, creed, whatever the case
if
may
you wouldn't
be.
dress
Yeah.
like that,
She
that
talking
would
about
happen.
profiling shit like
Your
that.
hair texture.
Yeah, like if they
Yeah.
like a white person would be like, well, if y'all pull
got
y'all
what you
pants,
was
if y'all
saying.
been
Go
dressed
ahead.
like that, then y'all wouldn't get treated as respectability
it's a
politics.
preference of what a man like. Just like you like a tall man, abs, in
Not the
shape, all
preference,
that.
504.
No, it's not the
It's
same
the-
thing.
It's the stereotyping that comes with how a
I'm a
person
man.
looks.
You know what?
That's
I'm
what
gonna.
she's
If
saying.
anybody wants this list, I can send it to them.
Nah,
Y'all can put
we all
whatever
heard
you
it.
Send it
want,
to me.
Me purple.
add to it. But I
Send it
just
to
got
me,
the
purple.
basis of it. I want to give it to somebody, please.
I need it,
Like I had
purple.
this on my mind for years.
That's a
Can I
good.
pass
Send
on
some to you,
Post the
Perp?
list, purple, on your Instagram and your TikTok. Post the list, and I'm gonna get it off there.
Post a list.
Like,
Yes, ma'am. Take it, and do whatever you want with it. I don't need no credit, no
you can
nothing.
send,
Just I need
you
to
can
put it
message
out
me.
there.
You can message me. I'm gonna post it on my TikTok.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
I'm gonna make it go viral. Oh,
Yes,
that's what just
ma'am. Is
popped
that
up. A
you,
cricket.
celebrity, that's talking?
That's me, girl. A black cricket just popped up. Oh my
Okay,
God.
I'm gonna let me see.
Don't leave, Purple. I want to say
Jiminy
something to
Cricket.
you.
Jiminy Cricket is here.
A black man have no legacy. Nothing.
Why not?
Now, how can I add y'all?
That's a lie. I'm building one right now with a black man. That's a lie.
Let him,
Black
let him
man,
say. Let
the
him.
new legacies is being built right now. On God, it
Hey, yo,
is.
Purple.
On Allah,
Hold
it
on,
is.
hold on.
Remember what y'all told me?
Hold on. Let him.
Remember
hey,
what y'all
hold on,
told me
hold on,
about
hold on. Let him-
interrupting
let him
somebody?
answer. Yeah,
I'ma show
let him
y'all the
answer.
hierarchy.
If he feel like it,
I'm gonna show you the hierarchy in life, and at the same time, it's black man at the lowest.
No, they
Yes.
ain't. They're at the highest in my hierarchy.
Let him finish. Let him finish.
hold on. You cannot do that up here.
Black
I
man
apologize.
at the
How you gonna
lowest
know what he's speaking
is,
on?
is black man at the lowest. Is dog. It's like a Mexican, and then it's like black women, and then it's like whatever that's gonna go up that chart. But at the same time, we at the lowest because we'll get treated less than a goddamn animal. Because how they say by our own, but at the same time, y'all will go head on behind a dog outside. Y'all will give them water. Y'all will give them something to eat. But a black nigga sitting outside the store, get a job, nigga. And y'all know it.
What the hell to do with your
Ooh,
legacy?
wait, no, he didn't.
So a black man would never have no legacy because the woman that's the black woman don't even must support him or come behind him or even talk good behind him. She went to Chat GPT about racism and came back with a thesis about how black men do black women. I don't understand it.
Can I respond to that right quick? Hold on.
Hey, y'all, listen. Y'all can respond after he finished, man.
I'm finished. I'm
We
finished. I'm
let
finished.
Purple get it off, because Purple said some things I don't agree with.
Because
So
watch.
straight up,
Just
let him finish. Go ahead.
I'm finished. But you just got to let them talk. Let them
So-
talk. I'm done.
So, as far as legacy goes, it's kind of like I believe you have a higher chance at creating a legacy. Of course, if it's two, if it's a man and a woman, but if that's not your situation, it sounds like you can't create a legacy without a woman, which is crazy to me. You feel what I'm saying? So to say a black man, because there's a lot of black men that have legacies, whether it worked out in a marriage or it didn't work out, or if they ever were married, if they ever was in a relationship or whatever. There's still a lot of black men out here creating legacies, and it's not even from like a familiar
respond to
standpoint.
that.
Hey, what's
Not even from a familiar
Hold on,
standpoint,
why?
as in like,
Go ahead.
not even from a familiar standpoint, like you just having kids and the kids taking your last name. It's really some black men out here doing things in the community. It's black men out here creating businesses. It's black men out here that's taking on careers that can be remembered. They in the school systems, like they all over. You feel what I'm saying? So the overall say black men don't have a legacy is crazy. You might be speaking for yourself. Like you may not have a legacy, but you can't say black men as a whole don't have a legacy.
Hey, yo, Trump, I gotta say something to that, Trump.
Nah, hold on. She responded to me. Let me read the thing. Let me read what you wrote. What is the black man legacy? Will black men ever create anything? Are black men able to lead? Her first thing says a black man cannot have a legacy without a woman. And then she went on.
I didn't say that. I
That's
said,
not what she said. She said
come on
that's
now.
your mindset that like black men can't have a legacy without a woman, but it's black men out here creating.
I ain't never said nothing about a
That
woman.
was what she said.
You said black men don't have a legacy, and I said, what are you
Yeah.
saying? You can't have one without a woman? Because you can create a legacy. Because I started asking like
What the woman
a
had to
couple
do
of
with
questions.
anything, man?
You said what?
The woman
I
ain't
think.
had nothing to do
Hold
with
on.
it.
I think. It's
No, you
because
brought
how
women. He
hold
brought
on.
women in
I think it's because how you said 504 that black women don't respect the black man and things like that. Like
And he
you
treated
have
less
to
than a
have
dog.
respect. You have to have
It is.
respect.
If I'm
But
lying,
no, it's how you said it that a black woman have to validate a black man for that legacy to be true. And I think her point is no. As long as he creating, building, and doing whatever without a woman, that's his legacy. So
Amen.
she giving a black man credit for having a legacy just off of his work. You took it away because a black woman didn't validate it.
Right.
no, man.
Right.
Can
Like he
can
came
I say
up saying
something?
that we as black women treat black men less than dogs. So
Right.
my response to
No, I
that
told
was,
you about the
what are
hierarchy. The hierarchy. It have
okay?
nothing to do
What?
with
Yeah, and you gave an example that a dog is treated
Yes.
better than a black man. But my whole
Yes.
thing is, like,
What that got to do with you?
hold on, what do you bring to the table? Or are you saying you need a
I
woman
don't
to
want to sit
assist
at
with
you.
your
I ain't
legacy?
trying to sit at your table, baby. I'm just saying how the hierarchy
New
is.
Orleans.
Don't
He's from
ask
New
me
Orleans.
what
All
I
He's
right,
dealing
do
with
you
a
to
different
shake
type
it,
of
table.
women
dog.
down
I'm
there in
trying to
New
sit to
Orleans.
your table.
It's a different type of women down there in New Orleans. He need to go ahead and come on up here to Houston and get a good independent woman that ain't got no kids, got it going on and support black men. Because trust me, I'm from St. Louis. I moved to Texas, and things just because you're from somewhere else, I don't mean that you can't go somewhere else and build that legacy and meet that person and build your legacy with. I'm doing it right now as we
I'm from
speak.
New Orleans, baby. It's hustlers down here. We've
Yeah.
been getting money.
Yeah.
Say trucker.
Yeah.
Say trucker. Hey trucker.
504 the bill.
I hear what everybody's saying, and it's all valid. But to me, reading the prompt, what is the black man legacy? Will the black man ever create anything? And are black men able to lead? Okay, we already have that stereotype. So back to Trucker's original thing point he was getting at is, let's talk about being resolution oriented. How can I say? Something I'm teaching my son right now. Caden, as long as you identify the good guy and a bad guy in a situation, the situation is not going to be resolved. We have to solve the situation. So how can we what can we do to build a legacy? Not, just saying something stupid. Not Joe and Bobby. Well, Bobby did this and Joe did that. Okay. And then you did this the day before, Bobby. And then, well, you did that the day before, Joe. Now, what's the resolution to it? Now, something that I wrote, and I'm actually writing a book, and this is something I'm looking at it right now. You can't control happy people, because with happiness comes pride. And when we are proud, we won't budge. But you can control unhappy people, because unhappiness causes us to be lost and easily manipulated.
That's true.
So, see, so if you, a lot of times we want to fast. I'm guilty of it. My first business went under because I went too fast, and this is just something, my notes I want to pass to my children to know. Hey, that's always a way to keep a positive mindset, and and I give all glory to the man above, and it's we got. How can I say? I've been all around the world. I did 13 and a half years in the military. One of the countries that poked out to
I knew it.
is a country right above